Hello everyone. So I've always been wondering how to trade the New York session post 9:30, right? Because what I've seen is usually after 9:30 price seeks liquidity, and normally it happens at 9:55, but I've seen the inception of the bullish run. Like if I'm bullish, I've seen the inception of the bullish run happen before 9:55. So I don't want to give myself a fixed time. And this is a little thing that I experimented. The idea was to wait for a specific level where I'd usually take a buy if it wasn't 9:30, right? And this was an interesting POI for me. This is a 1 minute fair value gap. But the reason why this whole ordeal was even interesting was because how do I identify it? Well, there's this bullish order block here that we came into. So that's a point of interest as far as this whole narrative goes, right? But price comes in there and I'm waiting for after 9:30. The issue is I usually don't know how to spot the inception of the move. So this little let me delete the alert. This little thing I'm experimenting here, and I think I already, yeah, this little thing I'm experimenting here is if this is the stop run and we've made it past 9:45, price taken out this low, if that's the stop run and we've made it past 9:45 and done a market structure shift and a displacement with a fair value gap, which is the model that I normally trade with, then that could be grounds for buying. And so far it looks to be working pretty nicely. So currently I'm expecting to see the same good old institutional order flow and price delivery towards buy side up here. I noticed that backtesting works, but it's a bit hard because you just click the button and the thing moves really fast. Sometimes I miss out on these minor details. So let's see how this evolves. I'll check the 5-minute time frame to see what that looks like. Normally, when I'd take these trades on my live account, I'd wait for a 5-minute market structure shift. But as you know, it's not every time you're gonna get that luxury. So being able to catch the move at its inception, that's as good as it gets. Okay, now we have a bullish order block, and I don't want to see price come below the bullish order block. Because I don't want to see price come below the bullish order block, it means I can also move my stop loss. And I don't really calculate anything as far as the stop loss goes. That's why you can see 500 over there. I'll put it below the fair value gap there. I just bought 600 and added another 660 and somehow just summed up to 500. But I don't really care about the money. It's just nice to see sometimes, and it makes me more interested in following the trade. So we hit the, so those two down close candles, that's the bullish order block, right? We only hit the top one, and I'm just watching to see how the price delivery comes about. It'll be interesting to see if they do a stop run and come take my stop loss and then go at currently it's 9:57 New York time and 3:57 where I am. So still watching objective buy side liquidity. That's where I'm watching. I'm expecting price to get delivered to. So far it's going pretty well. That rejection doesn't mean much. it's actually going pretty well so far. Uh, so this is a good place to look as far as first objectives go. Normally, when they get to levels like this, they do some sort of stop run after taking out that objective before going for the further for more objectives. So, like I said, these are moves that I'm still pretty early in my development to catch, but I like experimenting on things like this and going into backtest. And the more you catch them, the more you get confidence. ICT concepts is basically learning how to read price. So you find a narrative and then you find an entry. It's just that. So and there's lots of minor details to that, but I like how you can practice and get better with this kind of stuff. I mean, you can say that for pretty much every strategy. I'm still a proponent of trading psychology being the biggest part of all of this. So whatever strategy you use, if it's making you money, I respect that. So this is the first objective that I'm looking at, and it's a good place to take partial profit. I don't even know how to do that. Let's watch it unfold. So that candle right there, that's a breaker block, and we had a rejection there. Hopefully we get further rejections there. I also see this, can you see this failed sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency? I'll draw it. This failed sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. That's all good. Change this to this. Yeah, all of that is, this looks so cluttered up. Let me delete some things so it looks a lot cleaner. So now we have the breaker block and the failed SIBI acting as support to stop price from going lower, which is what we like to see. So far we can't move the stop loss further, at least to my understanding. IC2 would be buying here even, but that's just wild to me currently. In the future, I'll probably build more confidence towards that, but okay, so it did act as support, and I like the expansion we're having currently. And this is paper trading. I'd like to remind everyone, this is not a trade. I've practiced enough to be taken on live accounts. So normally I'd go to the 5-minute time frame and wait for a 5-minute market structure shift just like this, and then use a 5-minute fair value gap to make my entry, or in this case the breaker block we just saw there. I just feel more comfortable taking this on demo right now. So we hit the first objective. I'll delete that, and those two objectives are where we're looking currently. Nice expansion. See if price wants to take that out. I think it will. Yeah, that's the first area of buy side liquidity, and that's the second area of buy side liquidity. So I think it will. I don't expect to see price do anything else right now that it's really close to that area there. And almost there. This is a fair value gap here. That should hold price. We also have a bullish order block down here. That should hold price. So as you guys can see, this worked here. But it's not every single one of my experiments that work. It's just somehow, oddly enough, the ones I record and actually pay attention to, they work. I just have to, spend more time catching them again and again, and then I'll get confidence to, add it to my model. Because like I said, if I take this, I'd be for 5 in the market structure shift. And now that we've already taken out of the first objective, anything can happen right now, and doesn't make this a very safe arena. So I want to see an expansion, and then I can close this recording, stop this from becoming a long video. Okay, so I can currently move the stop loss down here, I think, right? Yeah, to lock in some profit. And we take out the buy side liquidity now. Almost there. Okay, very nice, very nice. So the second objective, the third objective, it'd be nice to see price take that out, but technically you should be closing partials here. How do you do that? Let me try. I've never really done that. Oh, there it is. So I can close the 600,000 and leave the 60,000 to run, right? Yeah, just like that. And I have a small position running to take out the final objective. Yeah, but this is already a demonstration that my idea worked, right? So I can stop the recording. Yeah, so basically this is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this video.